Hello friends and followers, and welcome back to a new project. My name is Smoe, I'm a German graffiti artist, and today I want to lead you through the whole sketching process of this full color sketch that went to Australia as a Christmas gift. And yeah, let's start. Oh, this is also full color. Good that I was reading. Okay, she ordered a full color sketch of the name Gibson. Okay, so I would say let's start. So Gibson. This is a pretty good name, to be honest. The only letter that is maybe a little bit weak is the I, but I have no problems with the I. I always love to put a big star on top and put some extra bars to it. This will work. What can I see here? I think that I will just start somehow and see where it leads to. No big plans, not pretending that I have any idea right now. I will just let things turn out how they turn out. I do the chop here at the bottom. The G is chopped off. That could also be like a calligraphy line. Okay, I will leave the G like that. Of course, I know that I can double this part here and add something over there, but we will do this later. Let's just focus on the letters themselves first before we start. Yes, and then we can, yes. This is cool. A heart shape with a nice star. There's a lot of height here. And it would be nice if the G and the B have a tiny melting point just on top of the I. While this is a little bit dangerous, we don't want to cover the eye too much, but I could maybe give the eye like a little hook to the side, and then okay, we need to go with this more into this direction so that this works. Does not have to make sense for you right now, but oh yes. So it would be cool if I maybe open the B at the top a little bit up, so that we can end yes, in a Smoe ending. It's a little bit forced, but I like it. Okay. And as we have this heart shape over here, which I really like, and we have this. It is like the most obvious solution for a long scab that is coming out here, and I want to have such a similar situation over here so that we can have one flowing scab coming out of the O over there, and then we have a nice point symmetry, and my nerdy brain is happy. So that means we need such a shape here that causes this gap. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, okay. That means that I work with the eraser. I got a loose idea how I will make it, but it would be nice to also have one ending here and another ending there. This always looks cool. It looks like a bull or something, like two horns. But now I need to take care that, because it always would look weird if a scab would come out of an ending. It could maybe come from here, but because I want to have the scab here, let's finish the left side of the O first, and then it has to make kink inside so that there can the scab grow out in a flowish way. Of course, we can always do the branch like a scab coming out of nowhere. This always looks like shit. It has no flow. Scabs laugh always when a bar goes into this direction. A scab always laughs to grow out of one of the outlines in the opposite direction, like maybe here and like this, and then we put an arrow on top, maybe like this. Or this bar goes into this direction and it loves to have a long scab that comes out there. Scabs always love to grow out of a stroke, out of the outline in a tangential way. Like, do you know this? There is a curve and something and a line touches the curve just in one point, and this is called tangential. When we have a letter that has a curve, the scab loves to grow out of it like it would be tangential to the outline, and then it always looks. Then it starts to flow, and when you have a letter, maybe let's say an O, classic graffiti O, onion shape, and you make a scab that grows out there like this. You can do this, of course you can do this, but it always looks shitty. Some writers help themselves that they give the letter a section line right at this point, and then it does not look that bad anymore, because then suddenly the scab grows out of the end of this part. This is already a little bit better, but the most flowish way to add scabs is always to grow out of the long sides of a letter. in a tangential way. Not like this, or like this, or like this. Always start with the same line and let the scab grow out of it into any direction. But it has to start tangential, and then it flows. This was my little explanation to you, and I need to sneeze my nose again. Gibson. Okay. And as I know that I have one scab growing out here, of course, as I can work with an O, like with a piece of clay, I need to make sure that the bar of the O goes into this direction so that the scab can grow out of it in a tangential way. There are many ways how to morph the O. And we will need to see if we find an elegant way, because clumsy ways are like they're like very much, but we want to find an elegant way. Oh, and my wife is coming upstairs. I will not translate what she's saying. Es geht so. Gut wäre übertrieben, aber es ist auch nicht so schlimm.
Diese großen Kartons. Weißt du, was das ist, ne?
Achso, ja, das sind Verpackungen für Prints.
Und dein Fahrrad, das ist noch gar nicht ausgepackt?
Nein. Ich dachte, ich male eben schnell den Sketch vorher. Und dann habe ich jetzt gerade festgestellt, scheiße, das ist ja ein Full-Color-Sketch. Also das heißt scheiße, super, das ist ein Full-Color-Sketch, nur zeitlich dauert es natürlich länger.
Hast du schon probiert mit den Tüchern?
Nee, habe ich nicht. Over here, I would love to have a tiny melting point between the heart shape and the S, which means that the B will slice into the S here, because otherwise I would not have possibility to make the beautiful melting point there. So we have a melting point between G and B and I and it would be nice, it would be nice to have a melting point between O and B, but then no, this is just too much. This is just too much. It is always nice to have some rules here and there, but forcing the letters too much, I think that the shape of O still is also a little bit weird. A little bit weird, maybe, I don't know. Okay, but I will just continue. I'm thinking about maybe chopping it up here, maybe like the okay, maybe the chop does not make any sense at all. When I continue the O like this, it's a very beautiful O. And then, oh yes, okay, Smoe, what are you doing there? Now I got a very, very beautiful O. I don't need to change anything about it anymore. I got the top that I wanted comparable to the B. I have the nice bar that is the starting point for a beautiful scap. Balance this one here. And now I can melt the right side of the N in a tiny melting point with the O and go over the N pretty much like this. And it would be cool to have a tiny melting point between S and N as well, like here, both. Give the N a little hook. This is good. So the main letters are pretty nice. I did something here that I did not do anywhere at all the other letters, and this is that a part of one letter is overlapping with itself. I could maybe do this with the B, that I don't melt it here. This would cause such a situation. Okay, yeah. Because I think it is very interesting over here. So let's do the same with the B and also with the S. So I always love to have a very big lid chip combination on an S. This always looks good. So now I think we will go a little bit wild. Do the swirl. I think this is a funny solution here, but we need to see if this still makes it possible to have the G pretty much visible. Or if this causes too much confusion. Okay. Or maybe I will do it like this. I think this is better. I will let it cut through there. I'm not sure. I don't like this. I think this is just, it is just a little bit too much. It causes too much confusion over here. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want this. I want to have it more clean. So I have the G like this. So I will just maybe I would go into the G like this. Ah, maybe this is funny. And have a tiny melting point here. But the whole G is on top of this extra element. Much better, much better. Good, okay. First half of an hour in. Good. Do we want some more arrows? I think that we still have some more opportunities here. I want to give the N more strength and also let it overlap with itself, so that this becomes some sort of a rule of the whole sketch. The letters are, as long as they can, the O has no opportunity and the I has no opportunity to do so, but G, B, S and N are overlapping with themselves a little bit. Just this is love. Okay. Thank you. I don't know. I will eat. I think. I'm also not happy with this part here. This is still a question. I'm super happy with this part in there, but over here it still looks a little bit clumsy. I completely forgot why I did this part. Maybe I could better give it such an ending so that the B has a little bit more room to breathe. And the I looks a bit more, even more.
Guten.
Danke.
Bitte.
Kannst du mir auch noch einen Kaffee bringen, mein Schatz? We are slowly getting there. I like it already. It's cool to have something here a little bit. And over there. Let's see. I think the round shape is so much better. So much better. But I need something to sneeze my nose. This is the advantage of being self-employed, because you can't even work when you're sick. Isn't this wonderful? I don't really like the angle. It has to be a little bit more up, like this. Better. I like it. What I don't like is that we have 3 things overlapping each other in one point. So I will make the star shorter. Because otherwise this is painful for me to see. Looks better. Something like this, maybe. I think this is too much power for an eye. It could also come from the B. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah. So I need to good. Okay, this is even better. So I got a super nice long scab that comes from V, goes underneath S, and turns into this is beautiful. This is good. Good. I would love to have a connection between. Maybe I would just do some. I do something pretty unusual, but I do it And this is to have just a random bar that adds more weight over there. Just a complete bar that is flying. Like the Gibson would be underlined underneath the S. And we have this super beautiful random bar here that has no specific connection anywhere. It is just there to add weight. While the B has a double scap, like. For those of you who don't know, a scap is a single connected extra bar that starts with a thin connection, turns into a bar, that is an extra bar, that is not a bar of a letter, and can continue as a connection to another scap. So this thick part and the thin part together is a single connected extra bar. This is just an extra bar that is flying there, a random one, and this thin connection turns an extra bar into a scap. I invented this word because I'm teaching these graffiti lessons and we need to have words to talk about stuff. And this is why we invented together the scap. Also the decap, which is the double connected extra bar. Like if this was connected here, was an extra bar and would go into N again, then we had a decap. We could maybe just for fun add a decap here. Let's just do it just for the fun. And add a decap here because it would fit here pretty well. Well, let's make it a little bit more down here. This. And now we have a double connected extra bar between B and O. I think it is more interesting when it goes down here. G also needs at least some chips here. You know what? I will make it in a different way, because I was talking at the beginning. I was talking about the scaps that love to grow in the opposite direction of the movement of this bar. So the double connected extra bar needs to go out like this. How is this possible? Is this possible at all? To have a double connected extra bar like this. In both ways it does not have that much. The angle is too flat. When I say I go up like this and go down and go in here again, it looks shitty. But we could have a double connected extra bar between S and B. That would create a stupid hole here that we don't want. It is always one idea causes the next problem until you're at the end happy. But during the painting time, how much time do you still have? or 7 minutes, okay? During the painting time, you're always facing so many weird problems that you only have because you're painting. So maybe I will just add one bar like this that grows out of the O and has an arrow at the end. Yeah, this is better. Yes. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Now, as this is so funny. This is so funny. But now, as we have this beautiful arrow here facing to the left, why don't we turn this into an arrow that is facing to the right? This looks so old schoolish. It was not meant to be like that, but it is always funny to see how it turns out. Now the only thing that still annoys me is here. We still need a little bit of power in this place, and maybe we make this a little bit higher like this to close the gap a little bit more, and then we don't have a problem here anymore, but we still need something. And if I would know that Gibson was Gibson 1, I would just put the 1 over here. Or what always works as well pretty good is just to add a speech bubble in there. And then it would be filled and it would all have like a very, very smooth and nice. This needs to be a little bit thicker. Smooth and nice shape. Overall shape. But Tiffany blue. I should paint it in Tiffany blue or add Tiffany blue to it. This is not a problem. But I don't know what to put in here. What should I put? Here, in there. Mr. Gibson. Mel. I just put Mel in here. Mel Gibson. I think you all get sick just listening to me. So probably this is just a video for my patrons and Gibson and his girlfriend. maybe, I will, I will just change the angle of the N, the right part of N. So if I change the angle here and give it such an ending. Oh, it had such an ending. I'm so stupid. Think then yes. Now the only thing that does not look that cool is maybe when I make it a little bit longer like this. Yeah, good. That's what we needed. And then we maybe add a chip here. Yeah, that's balanced as hell. That's balanced as hell. Just good like that. Okay. Now, Elisa said that she wished to have some red. She wishes for red, light purple, red, light purple, light green, okay, light green, and Tiffany blue. What is Tiffany blue? Tiffany blue. Okay. What is Tiffany blue? This is Tiffany blue, but there's different Tiffany blues. This is a beautiful color. This is malachite. Bilder. Which color is Tiffany blue? So something like these colors are Tiffany blue. So we have light purple, light green, and Tiffany blue. So I will work with all of them as including red. Oh, this will look beautiful. I could also work with red outlines here and do this as the fill-in. Tiffany blue. Good. Let's get the markers over here. Tiffany blue. So of course I got my Ohuhu markers again. I got them once to make a sponsored video. Make a real. I had to make a test with these markers. They sent them to me for free. Yeah, and I have to admit that I painted a lot of artworks with them already, but I never made the review. But still made a lot of advertisement for them, but never got paid. I would still say this is a win-win situation. Maybe one day I will give you an in-depth review of these markers, because they're cheap like hell, but they don't have the color, the same color like they have on, like for example this aqua blue might be Tiffany blue. Let's see. Yeah, This definitely is not the color that is on the tip here. And now you always need to test. Now this is more baby blue, not Tiffany blue. Maybe green shadow is Tiffany blue. Yes, perfect. So we got the first color. This is some sort of Tiffany blue. Then we need a light purple. Light purple. Dark. This is the perfect name. Dark violet light. So this is dark violet light. I would say this is a light purple. A dark light purple. And a light green. Light green. We got it. Oh, this light green is yellow. Maybe this. Maybe what about this? Oh, this is a very, very greenish green, but see, do they blend together? Oh, yes, oh, this looks good. And when I turn from this, when I do a fading from this into this, this might be nice. Nice fading from green over Tiffany blue into light, and then I think we can't work with a I think we will work with a blue outline all around it. This will look fresh. Fresh. Good. And then we put on top of that, we put some red. Designs. Good. Oh, I think this is nice. This looks nice. Mr. Gibson, Mr. Gibson, Mel Gibson, Gibson. I think I'll erase everything a bit so that it is not that dark anymore. Because when I go over the sketch with the alcohol-based markers, I can't erase anything anymore. So when I make a little bit of this and I go over this with an alcohol-based marker and let it dry for a second. Now you can see I can erase as much as I want. It is like the alcohol-based marker fixes the pencil on the paper. And I want to try to make this look super clean. So I try to erase the first lines a little bit so that I can still see them, but that they're not that aggressive anymore. Everything will be more nice. Never done this before. I just had this idea right in this moment. Maybe this idea is shit. We will find out. there is one graffiti artist. His name is Speed, and he always does his sketches on one piece of paper, and then he puts them on such a glass table, I think, with a light underneath, and then he transfers the first lines from the other paper to the paper that he will be painting on, and then there is no pencil on it at all. It's so weird. I know all the solutions, but I don't use them because I'm too inflexible. Okay, but I don't have a glass table. Maybe this is the next big thing that I need to buy, a glass table for transferring. But after all, I think a little bit of this first lines that they are visible, I think this is good, because this shows that this is not a print or something, that this is a real unique handmade piece of art. Okay. Good. So, let's start. I hope this green is light enough for a light green. So, now comes the Tiffany blue.
And as I'm not talking at all for the next 5 minutes or something, I will speed up the process a little bit. By the way, always when you see me a little bit faster sketching than usually, then I speed up the process about 300%, 3 times faster than usual. I think this is still some sort of enjoyable to see, but I don't know if it is really necessary to see me fill in in real time. But what I'm always taking care about is that I try to have only one layer of Ohuhu markers. By the way, these are the Ohuhu Honolulu markers, for those of you who always ask me underneath the videos. Ohuhu Honolulu, the big box. And I always try to have only one layer of Ohuhu markers where I overlap the next color. So I fill in everything very carefully and then add just one layer so that the next color can mix and overlap over the first color that I was filling in there.
Ja, ich komme mal zu dir. Ich muss noch ein paar Sachen aufreißen. Lass ich jetzt. Schön.
Das sieht schön aus. Oh, yes. My wife will be working in the office right now as well, so probably she will do some printing as usual. And she does. She prepares all the shipping.
Am Freitag ist die Weihnachtsfeier.
Vom Knebelclub.
Ja.
Ja, weiß ich doch.
And she told us that on Friday there is the Christmas party of our bowling club.
As the outline is darker as the fill-in anyways, I will not take care about the blocks and the tiny blocks right now. It will turn out how it will turn out at the end, we will see. So So my idea about the fill-in is that I always start with green, go over the Tiffany blue, and end at the bottom in light purple, but I always try to avoid that that a Tiffany blue part of another letter is on a Tiffany blue part of a letter. Does this make sense? I don't know. I hope so.
Du musst die Nase wieder frei machen. Das hört sich gar nicht gut an.
Yeah, it is like it is. The people have to live with that. Keeps on. Keeps on. I think over here, even if it is melted, I will work with 2 different fill-ins because I want to have some light purple at the bottom of S. Boop. Und now, and like here I will start with this blue again.
Okay, and now I will speed up the process of filling in the letters in green, Tiffany blue, and light purple with 600%, because I'm not saying anything useful, just filling in. And probably you are sketching yourself right now. Some of you are sleeping. I know that a lot of people use my videos to fall asleep. Thanks a lot for that, because these guys always give me 100% of the watch time. I hope you have some nice dreams right now. And to all the others, if you are sketching while seeing this video, just tag me in an Instagram story. Then I can see that you are sketching while I am sketching. I always love to share stuff like that. And thank you for that. Oh, and by the way, as we are getting to the 1 hour mark, if you want to learn together with me, if you want to learn graffiti letters, I have an own online course on my website, and it is called Smoe Class. In this class we go through everything I learned in 20 years of style writing. We start at zero knowledge, we use scissors and other unusual tools and techniques to learn the secrets of letters. Step by step we go more and more complicated, learn how to add arrows and extra bars, and the best is this course does not only have 26 pre-recorded videos with more than 6 hours of video material, it also is combined with a group discussion where the other classes and I can see and discuss your sketches if you want. Recently there are just a few classes in the Smoe class, so this might be a good opportunity to start. So please check out smonova.de, read everything about the Smoe class, and if you want my feedback and get a different view on letters, this might be interesting for you. Thank you! And I hope that I will finally make Smoe Class 2 about coloring and backgrounds and characters and all this stuff this year. I'm recently planning my year and hope that I manage it finally, because I was trying to make it in 2023 and 2024, and there was always so many other projects. Yeah. But I give my very best. And until then, of course, there will still raw videos like this be coming on my YouTube channel. And it is finally time for the outlines. Yay! I'm testing different markers as usual to have some idea about the color that is in the marker. And okay, at first I will do the vanishing point perspective of the block and make some super tiny first lines for the background, because I want to have some background in front of the blocks. And I need to think about that first. And finally, I start doing the outlines. Also, these markers, these fine liners, are from Ohuhu. And they are pretty nice. But I don't know if these fine liners are the best fine liners. I did not test that many. I've worked for a long time with Stabilo, the Stabilo fine liners. I think they're pretty good, but I always used only the black ones. And black is not the best color to test fine liners, because making a black fine liner is not that hard, because it is already the darkest color of them all. But when you have lighter colors, the problem always is that when you have, for example, an orange fine liner and you go over the same outline 2 times and it becomes a darker orange, and you go over it 3 times and it becomes already brownish, and you go over it like 10 times and it gets darker and darker and darker, I would say then the fine liner is not so good, because if you want to have maybe orange outlines, it should not get darker the more often you go over the outline. And I noticed that a little bit of that happened with this blue outlines. Not too badly, not that noticeable, but enough to be a little bit annoyed. Yes, and of course I will go over all the outlines and make them all a little bit thicker, because I'm not such a big fan of these super thin outlines, but as I still want to have the possibility to change a little bit, maybe if one outline gets a little bit wobbly, I will make them thicker afterwards and not start with thick outlines immediately. And the sliding paper that I always have underneath my hand really helps to glide over the paper for longer outlines. The whole process of sketching this sketch took me around 4 hours. And I've sent the whole process video of this sketch to the customer, because I was a little bit afraid that it will not arrive in time, because this was a Christmas present and the girlfriend of the customer ordered it pretty late. I think she ordered it like 12 days or 14 days before Christmas, and I was still in other projects, and I wrote her, please don't be afraid, we will manage it somehow. At the end, the sketch did not arrive in time from Germany to Australia because it was stuck in customs. But I sent her a handwritten letter with a QR code on it, so that she can give the QR code and the full process video to her boyfriend as a Christmas gift, and it is not Christmas and she has nothing in her hands because the sketch is stuck in customs. And but I shortened the whole process for you, because I know it does not make any sense to make a 4 hours video. I try that this video will be about 90 minutes, something like that. So I speed up all the outlines a little bit. I mean, at the end, it is the same. It's always the same what I'm doing here. And in my opinion, what is the most interesting? Maybe I'm wrong. You can write a comment if I'm wrong. But I think what is the most interesting about a graffiti is always the first lines. I mean, filling in is, yeah, it is work. It is nice to see it in a little bit in a faster way. But filling in is like you make one decision, okay, the whole block will be green, and all that you do is filling in the block in green. But the whole composition of the letters and finding the solutions and making it all look nice and flowish, I think this is the most interesting part of every graffiti, no matter if it is on the wall or if it is on a piece of paper. But for me, the first lines and the process to get there, and also all the tiny mistakes and the decisions that you make, where you say, oh no, I will erase this completely because this does not fit and I have a better idea. In this process, for me, this is the most interesting. But for those of you who are in love with real-time filling in content, I will just wait until this track is over. The piano. And then I will give you 1 minute of completely unedited raw footage of me filling in the block. Here it starts. Wow, ASMR. Fill in the blocks. Fill in the blocks. Okay, high-speed Smoe is doing the best to fill in all the blocks in teal. I've never heard the word Tiffany blue before. This is probably because I'm German and I did not learn all the colors in school. We just had blue, red, yellow, orange, purple. And I learned the word teal from 1000 because he said that this is one of his favorite colors. But Tiffany blue, never heard about this before. And but the customer was happy. He wrote a message underneath the unedited super raw video with a lot of sneezing and coughing. So I think there was Tiffany blue included. I still don't get the difference between Tiffany blue, malachite, teal and turquoise. These are all more or less the same color. At least in translation. But if you have a definition what the difference between turquoise, malachite, Tiffany blue and teal is, I would really love to read this in the comments, so I can learn a little bit from you as well. Would be very nice, thank you. Yo, but what about what I'm doing there? I use the darker Tiffany blue or whatever color this is called, and separate some parts of the blocks from other ones so that you can see all the corners and kinks a little bit better. I try to use only parts of blocks that are facing downwards and facing to the left side, but nearly all the blocks are facing downwards in the sketch, so this is not a very stiff rule. I just try to separate some parts of the blocks from each other. And finally, I make the outlines thicker. This is such an important part of the whole sketch. I will give you a comparison again of the thin outlines and the thick outlines once I'm done with making all the outlines thicker. And then you can see the difference, because in my opinion, thicker outlines, they give the whole sketch more contrast. And yeah, they make the letters just more beautiful. I think this is something with has something to do with my personal taste, or the thickness that I'm used to see, because the spray can on a wall always has a specific thickness of maybe around 1.5 centimeters, something like that. This is the thickness of regular outlines on a wall. And if this graffiti would be on a wall, it would be like 4.5 meters wide and 2 meters high. And then, these thin outlines would be way too thin. And probably this is just because I'm used to see outlines in this thickness that I have the feeling like when they're that thickness, they're better. And what you can also see above the O and underneath this gap on the left side of the I, that is underneath the G, I left some space for the wobbly background smoke that I want to do. And if I didn't do the first lines for that, I definitely would have covered them, and then the only way to paint with any marker over such a middle greenish, middle tealish, however block, the only way would be to use acrylic markers, and I don't like that much to mix acrylic markers and alcohol-based markers, because acrylic markers always put such a thick layer on top. I only use them here for the super thin highlights, and I add highlights everywhere where the letters are facing upwards and to the right side. So all parts of the letters that are facing upwards and facing to the right side are getting a little bit of a white highlight. I have to say that I really enjoy editing a video like that. Just some chill music and speeding up the process a bit. I know this is new. Some of you like it so much more when it is in real time, but I can't make it. Can't make a video that pleases everyone. I just felt like I want to limit this video to 1.5 hours. Please give me your opinion about that in the comments as well. Maybe you can convince me that I upload a 4 hours video the next time. Yo. And as the light source is on the upper right side of the sketch, the shadow will fall down to the left, downwards to the left. And I forgot a lot of shadows, and add some red designs just to give it a little bit of more, just to make it a little bit more interesting, here and there.
Das sieht doch schon gut aus. Gibson. Hat er einen Schatten vergessen? Hat er. Hat er einen Schatten. Schatten, Shadow, forgetten. Er hat einen Shadow und im O auch einen Shadow forgetten. Und O und der auch einen Shadow forgetten. Shadow forgetten. Little bit of shadow maybe. I have a shadow forgotten. I don't know where the shadow is. The shadow is always there. Oh, there was a shadow also not. That was forgotten. Maybe. Oh, look over there. There is also a shadow forgotten, and there is a shadow forgotten, and there is a shadow forgotten. Holy macaroni! So many shadows that I have forgotten there. Probably there is even more shadow forgotten somewhere, but this doesn't matter. So, now I want to do something. I take a very light color, like maybe this color here, and just give some parts a tiny tweak of a different color, just to create a difference between this and the other letters around. I hope that this is enough. Wonderful. Gypsum. Good, okay. Now all I need to do is add a bit of background. And I think
that I need to show you the comparison, because this is how it looks without thick outlines. This is with thick outlines, so much more beautiful. Kill me! Ta-da! I'm so beautiful! I think this it just looks shitty. And I think this looks so much better. Yeah. It looks just stronger. And now we continue.
I want to go with a red outline here and just fill this in orange. Good. This. Gibson, Mr. Gibson, Mr. Gibson, or I think I will go with the hedge. This is better.
Oh, nice. Oh.
Smoe, you forgot a part above the O. Please do this. Please do this. I don't know if I forgot this. There's still a part missing. Okay, I do the hedging there. Yes, wonderful. It is very meditative to do this vertical hatching. I love it. It is one thing that I would call a signature. No! 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 Oh no! Please not. I just wanted to say that it is a signature of mine to have this vertical hatching in my sketches, But now I'm really, really concerned that I forgot this part above O. No way. No way. Please not, Smoe. Oh. Now, please do this tiny little bit above O. Oh no, I forgot it. Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah. Yes. I add a little bit of a shadow to the hedging with a thicker outline that is always where this hedging smoke is facing downwards. And I start to add little bricks. Yeah! Ah! Yeah! Smoe! Yes! Oh yes! This makes me happy! You made it! Oh man, for a second I was really concerned that I forgot this and I need to do it in Photoshop right now. like this one block. I forgot one block in Brazil. For those of you who know the video from me and Baker and Case painting in Brazil, I forgot a block over there and I added it with Photoshop. Now you know it. Now the 39 people who have seen this video until the end, they know that I will show it to you. Come on, it will just as a surprise at 1 hour 27 minutes and 40 seconds. So you all probably remember, or some of you remember this wall together with Baker from Stick Up Kids crew and Case from McLean crew, who did this middle part with this foot that is kicking this door in, and I was painting on the left side, and this is how it looked in the photoshopped version. And probably nobody would have seen the difference, but here is how it looked in reality after when I had to leave there. Those of you who know this video know that we were really hurrying. We had just 1.5 hours or something for this wall, and my style looked like this. And then underneath the M part, underneath the S, there is a block missing, and I've made it in there with Photoshop because I wrote so many Brazilians and also Case, can you please add this just with black? I forgot it because I was in a hurry and it was so embarrassing. Yeah, nobody did. So now you know one of my secrets. I missed a block in Brazil. Holy moly. And now I'm happy that this sketch that goes to Australia.
Geil.
Yeah. Looks geil.
Boom! Boom! There it is.
Yeah. Yes. Very good.
Okay, Mr. Gibson. I hope this sketch will reach you earlier
It didn't.
than this video.
But I think he has it already.
I'll send this video to your girlfriend. By the way, my daughter's name is Elisa. Pretty close, but in a complete different way of spelling it, writing it. Good. Good. Perfect. I will do the certificate for it as well. Here it is.
yeah, that's it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and we see us in the next project. Bye.